Hey, I need to open a browser over here. Okay. Hey guys, give me 1 second. I'm trying to, I can see you over here, but if I'm like looking over here, I can't see you. So let me open up another screen. Hey Dawn. Hey Tina, Latoya. Hey everyone. Aisha, Lady B, Ashley, Anna. Is it Stitch? Ooh, that's hard for me to say. Stitch Bliss Corner. If I had to say that twice, I would totally mess it up. Let me see. Okay, so let me find my live. Okay. Hey V Love, how are you? Okay. Okay, this is much better because now I can look at you guys. Guys, my room is a mess, so please excuse. And I just curled my hair and I really didn't. Ugh, I've got a flyaway right here. Ugh, how annoying. Okay. Anyway, guys, I wanted to come on to talk to you because can you guys hear me okay? Oh, thank you, Tina. Okay, guys. Hey, Latoy. Hey, everyone. Pretty Bluebird. Gosh, guys, thank you guys so much for coming in. So yeah, it was like an interesting day. I've never been struck before. It was actually kind of like what happened, but I went and logged into my account. Did everybody here see my video that I posted earlier today? I don't know if everyone saw it or not. I was trying to figure out a way to make it available on like a non-monetized site so it wouldn't violate copyright for anyone who wanted to see it, but I need to figure out the logistics on that. So I do have a way of uploading it to like a like a Google file share site or something like that. So I don't know, I might but it's, obviously she's going to copyright claim anybody. So if somebody watched it and then someone went and screenshot it and reposted it, then, it would be another problem. Not necessarily for me because I wouldn't be the one who had posted it, but I don't know. We'll see. I guess if anyone specifically is interested, I guess reach out to me, maybe like on Instagram or something like that, and I'm going to see what I can do. But I know a fair amount of people saw it because I know it was over 1,800 views in just a couple of hours. So I know a few people, more than a few people saw it. Let me see. Hey, Fran. Hey, everybody. Let's see. Hey, Demita. Hey, Randa. K Solo. Just put it in Venmo. In what is it called? Vimeo? What is that? I've never used that. Okay, so 2 people have mentioned Vimeo. Maybe I've seen it, but I've never used it before. How would you guys find me? Like, do I just make myself an account on there? Let me go to the App Store. Hey, Toffee-tastic. Let me see. Because we've got like a whole mesh network. I've got like Wi-Fi extenders and stuff, and I shouldn't be buffering at all, but on my replay on my computer over here, it seems like it's buffering. Put a link. A place where she can't do nothing about it. Oh, really? Okay. How would you guys find me? Oh, I would put a link. Okay, duh. I'm sorry. Okay, so I would. Okay. I'm thinking out loud, guys. Don't laugh at me. Let's see. Okay, so this is it, right? You guys are teaching me something new today. Okay. Let's see. Hot Tea does it on Liv's video and she deletes link in your community tab. Okay. Ooh, because then I could do like the raw and uncut. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Let's see. But yeah, so I put the video up. Can everybody can you guys give me like some thumbs up? You know, I'm not trying to be like our friend, but it seems like we have a really friendly audience here. Everybody, I'm noticing a lot of names. I know you guys are supporters. So if you guys are supporting me, can you please put my likes, put some likes in there for me? I'd really appreciate it. But yeah, you know, to support me and come and check me out in this live. So definitely, you know, good evening. How are you guys doing? I haven't gone live in a while, so I feel like I'm kind of like feel like a little fish out of water, but I'm sure it'll kind of come back. Well, I guess I've gone live with the girls, Tasha and Kels, and like on the Ask Herbie, but I haven't really been doing it a lot by myself. Let's see. So yeah, I'll sign up and we'll talk tomorrow about that. I'll get that. I'll mess around with that when I get offline with you guys. So yeah, so I put the video up and I don't know, it was getting a lot of views and I just felt like I knew for one of the first times in a while, I felt like I was able to really kind of find some footage that I felt really helped tell the story in a very concise way. And also because I've been talking about it a little bit, I had kind of like some footage in my in my, not a file, but when you screenshot, footage or you put it in a file and you make videos, I mean, you end up with video, right? So I just felt like I'd put together a really clean message. And yeah, and I don't know if she was really pissed because I included the registry in there. One thing that I had forgotten to mention was that did you notice that the registry expired on April 1st? And I was like, that's really coincidence that it like expired on April Fool's Day. But yeah, I didn't even notice the Houston address. So that was kind of interesting too. But yeah, I just, I think the one thing that got to me, I don't have anything against her, contrary to what anyone might think who's watching this, is the degree of arrogance seemed to kind of ratchet up. Just every video, it would just get more and more nasty, like, and just the way talking to people, it was really nasty. And I was just like, gosh, these people are turning out because they really like this person, and she's so disrespectful to them. Like, I couldn't even imagine, even if I had like 10 people in here attacking me right now, I just really couldn't see myself just like losing it and talking to people in such a way. I would just be like, you know what, guys, this might not be a good night. Let me go ahead and I will see you guys the next time. You know what I mean? Like, bye. I would just take off and leave. But I don't know. It just started to get really, really, really bad. And I was like, gosh, do people really deserve this? And then in the same breath, you're asking people for money and bed sheets and diapers and friggin' nail clippers and shit. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, really? Gosh. I mean, was there sanitary napkins and everything on there too? Not to be crass and gross, but I mean that it just seemed like, really? Come on. Um, so oh, you're saying that I'm helping her gain more views? She'll do fine without me. She doesn't need me. Yeah, I mean, I guess in these YouTube streets, maybe she is a celebrity. I don't know. She's not a celebrity to me. I mean, she's a channel that I watch and a channel that I discuss. I mean, I really look at it as like a TV show. She's nothing but like a TV show to me. So just like to maybe some of you guys, maybe I'm a TV show. I don't know. But that's just how I look at it. I don't, not that I don't see her as a person, but I'm, I'm going based off the video. Hey, Tasha. Hey, hey, Everyday Life with the Kelly Girls. She's one of those What's Happening in Walmart series. So, yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's interesting. Honestly, I do find it fascinating just from a standpoint of how the audience gets played and how things just kind of unfold. And I'm talking about all the moms. It's just interesting to me. Um, like a year ago, I probably was kind of where maybe some of you guys are, like, have been watching, but then kind of like, oh my God, really? Just all the inconsistencies and stuff. And that's really what led me to doing reaction videos. I'd already been vlogging on my other channel. So I don't know if all of you know that I do have a vlog channel. Francoise Vlogs. So maybe some of you just came to find me through Love Lies and Lacefronts, but I do vlog and I've been vlogging now for like over a year and a half. And I do, talk about my life and talk about my story and talk about, what I'm doing. And this has kind of taken a little bit more of my attention recently, but I do put up at least a few videos a week over there. And I will have some stuff up this weekend. I've got a bunch of stuff that you can't see, like, oh, well, right here over my oh, I'm pointing to the wrong place. Over there. I've got some spring clothes that I purchased, but I kind of felt bad because I didn't want to like seem like I was out here shopping when we're in the middle of the pandemic, but I'd bought a bunch of spring clothes that I was waiting to come in and whatever. But yeah, I've got some stuff for Farah and some stuff for me. So I'm just going to shoot it. I think everybody needs a little bit of distraction. So, and then just talk about some other stuff. But yeah, I'll have some stuff up on Francoise Vlogs this weekend. And, maybe we'll look at some new moms and, some people who actually may appreciate like a group of people who are vested in their channels and want to hear more. I mean, if honestly, I would suggest to any mom out here who's vlogging or has a channel, if you've got something to hide, probably don't talk about it. And then also maybe don't talk about the people so much who are talking about you, and then it'll probably like die down. But if you're going to continue to bait and goat people on to continue to make videos about you, then just expect what you get. I mean, certainly I didn't expect her to strike me. I mean, maybe she wanted me to know, hey, I see you. And okay, I got the message, but she also got the message because I sent her an email. So let me walk back just a little bit. Also, I want to share with you guys the strike process because I think a lot of people hear about the strike process but really don't know like how it works, because I was there up until today. I heard about it. I read about it. Luckily, I had some information on it already. So I knew exactly what to do when it came through, because I remember other channels that I've watched in the past who've said that they got struck and specifically said what happened to them when they did not appeal it. And when they did not appeal it, it's basically like almost like getting a ticket. And when you get the ticket and you just decide to pay it, you're basically accepting the ticket. So you get points and sometimes your insurance goes up and things like that. That's the best thing I can kind of relate it to. And so when I got the notification, I was just kind of like, what is that? And I was thinking that it was something else in the video. But the other footage I did get on YouTube. And if you're on YouTube, you do opt in for fair use. So I was like, I've never had anything copyright claimed like that on me. So I thought, because you saw Tory Lanez and Chris Brown, and I thought, well, maybe they did it, but it wasn't. It was her. And but I knew that other footage came through YouTube, so I knew it was safe footage to use. So, but whatever, it is what it is. But I got the notification. I read the notification immediately. It basically told me, and it said Strong Mommy Chrissy, and I'll say it like that because that is an email that I have, and it used her name. So you can do three things when you get a strike claim. You can do nothing. So basically you are accepting it, and you have to go to strike school, which it's kind of like 4 or 5 questions, watch a video, 4 or 5 questions, and answer the questions. And I did 2 things of it, and I don't know if that was required. But I did the first one. I got the questions. I got 3 out of 4, and they said, congratulations, you've passed. And then I logged on from my computer, and it asked me 4 more questions. So I answered those, and I got all of them right. So I think I've passed strike school. So that has to be done. So for you to get your strike eliminated, you wait 3 months, you take these tests, right? Number 2 thing you can do is you can reach out to the creator, which I did. I sent Chrissy an email, and I just basically acknowledged, hey, I got the strike. I mean, I wasn't going to ask her to retract it. If she feels like she needed to, I mean, I'll say it like this. Dee, I see you're asking me a question. Can you give a recap of what you said in the video? Yes. Give me just 1 second. So I sent her a note and basically said, because she said, you guys need to respect my hustle. And the subject was, respecting the hustle goes 2 ways, something like that, I think was in my subject line. Let me go look at my email. But I basically told her that goes 2 ways. Like, you want me to respect your hustle, then I want you to respect mine. And, I haven't reported anything that she has not put out there herself. I'm not sitting making shit up. It is what it is, So the subject respecting the hustle applies to everyone. Good morning. What time is it? So yeah, she must have got up, and because it was her time, probably was around 11 or 12 o'clock. I don't know when she struck me, I think. I have filed, good morning, Chrissy. I filed an appeal. I had the right under the First Amendment to express my opinion, and under fair use to use video to do commentary and critique on your channel and posts. You opted in as a YouTube creator. I guess I may have stepped on a toe or 2, and I put my name and I put my website address. Like I was perjury or, federal, whatever. That it really is like a legal document that you are going into signing. You retract something if you file it on someone. And I guess if they say, hey, my bad, I didn't realize I wasn't supposed to do that, maybe, but I don't see her as like, oh, Fran, hey, Darlene. I don't see her as the type of like, oh, you made a mistake. Oh, okay. Like in her video, like I've forgiven all of you even before you did whatever. So I didn't really see her doing that. So there wasn't really any point in me asking her to, release the strike, because you've already stated on a document that you feel that I wronged you. So I'm not going to ask you, but that being said, before she filed the strike, as the process of striking someone, she had the opportunity to email me and ask me to take it down, which that did not happen. So rather than be, and this was something I wanted to mention, rather to me, as being like a grown woman, as a lot of people like to say, I'm a grown ass woman, I'm this, that, and the third. As a grown ass woman, to me, we have tough conversations with each other. And I think that if you are truly on your grown woman, then you would approach someone like a grown woman and say, hey, I didn't like what you did. and or I'm asking you, to take it down. And I can respect that. If someone comes to me and said, so she didn't do that. I don't believe. Maybe she did. I'll check my email, but I don't believe so. Appeal. So I did email her, but I also did file an appeal. So we'll see what happens. I think that the strike was on the grounds of the fact that she had taken the video down possibly, and kind of fair use was eliminated. I mentioned that in my video earlier. But when the strike went up, she had taken down her video, but when they struck me, she put the video back up. So it's kind of like, you can't have it both ways. Either I'm violating or I'm not. So yeah, because Didi, I am grown. You know what I'm saying? I know you're not surprised at that, but yeah, I'm a grown up. Like, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, look, I mean, I you could just reach out to me. Like, if you didn't like the video, reach out to me as a grown woman and say, hey, you know what? You don't even have to be nice about it. Hey, I really didn't appreciate your video. I would like for you to take it down. She didn't even have to I see how grimy she can talk to people. She could have just literally reached out. I would have just assumed that's just how you talk because I've seen you in action. So I wouldn't have really had a problem with it. You know what I mean? Because we're not friends. But that's okay. Like, you want to, that's how you operate. Like, you go straight to, I even think that another person said something about people, like they kind of think of that as snitching. Yeah. I mean, it felt like it, but whatever. Like, I mean, hey, if that's how you operate, y'all just know, that's how she operates. If you get a little too close or a little too right, or you've got facts on facts on facts, it's going to be a problem. So what did I talk about in the video? So, of course, there's no disclaimer that was posted in this video yet, but of course, I am expressing my thoughts and opinions, of which are covered under the First Amendment. And I would like to say, all of my co-hosts here in the audience, I personally am not responsible for the thoughts and opinions of those in my chat room. People are able to express themselves how they see fit under the First Amendment as well. So this is a First Amendment friendly chat. So if you've got something to say it, as long as we're all respectful to each other. So I basically, it opened up. I talked about, I threw out there the phrase of e-bagging. E-bagging is something that I came to learn about watching another niche of videos called van life. I don't know if any of you guys watch van life videos, but there's a lot of people out here who live in like sprinters, and it's like alternative living. And hey, V Love BBW said thank you, Fran, and a heart. Oh, you guys are so sweet. You do too, Didi. So yes. So there's a guy, his name is Camo Dave, and Camo Dave kind of is talking to his audience like I'm talking to you guys right now, and he covers van life videos, right? And he has e-bagging, where you may have somebody who all of a sudden is like, guys, man, I was out there hiking and I dropped my camera. My camera, I need a new DSLR. I just put it up on a registry on Amazon. Anything you guys can do to help me get it. So they call it e-bagging, and you can Google it and look it up. It's like a known thing. So anything that these mommies have been doing is not out of the ordinary. A lot of people do it online. And it's just it's a thing. So I know we've called it dry bagging, things like that, but yeah, e-bagging. And I just kind of went through a couple of videos that had recently been posted where you start to hear the buildup towards everything going on. So we already know that the cash apps have been happening. I mean, did we not think a registry wasn't coming? I mean, if somebody, I'm being facetious here. It's like almost if someone takes a crap, there's a registry for toilet paper, damn wipes, and new underwear. And I mean, it's like we're supposed to like fund people's lifestyles. I mean, not me, because I don't give to this. I don't give it nothing, okay, to anybody like these mommies, not me. But it's like ridiculous. So everything that everybody does, you're supposed to like pony up new clothes, new sheets, new sponges, new everything. And I mean, yeah, of course it's nice to give housewarming gifts and things like that. And I get it, but gosh, when people move every 8 months, is it really appropriate in terms of manners to continue to ask people to give you what they gave you 8, 9 months ago? I mean, just from a manners and like a boss chick, bad bitch, you know, kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I don't know. Is that okay? So beautiful vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like, is that, I mean, yeah, no, it's not. So I agree with you, beautiful vibes. Um, so I just kind of I just kind of peeled back the layers and used a couple of videos, and she obviously didn't like it. Um, then I went to the registry, and I didn't do a whole lot of voiceover in this video. I mean, I had voiceover and I had memes. I did not just show straight video. But I don't know. I mean, she lucked up. Sometimes it's probably luck of the day. It's not because she's got a big channel. Because I mean, at the end of the day, her channel's bigger than a lot in this little sector. But on a whole, I mean, so, YouTube has millions and millions of creators. And I would actually like to know the numbers, but having 100,000 on YouTube is, there's a lot of people there. Even though it might not seem like there are, there's a lot of people over 1 million. Once you get over 1 million, then you're kind of separating yourself. But they're out there. And I mean, gosh, when I watch TV with Farah, a lot of these kid channels that she watched, like Onyx Kids and what's their names? Trinity and Beyond. Tasha recently talked about the Beam Squad. I mean, these channels, I watch Raven Elise. There's a lot of these channels, Jackie Ina, Patricia Bright. I mean, there's so many channels that are over 1 million, so, but yeah, so we talked about basically, I mean, I kind of called her out for e-bagging, I guess you could say. And then I showed her registry, and then she went off on her audience. And people were saying that she was arrogant, she's not humble. Some people said, well, you wear designer labels, like why should I be buying you stuff? And she just started laughing at everyone, kind of like, this is so stupid, like, really, oh my god, like she was very annoyed. Yeah, it was, I'm kind of in a daze at what I was even doing up, to be quite honest, because I'm never normally up at that time. My husband, because of what's going on, there's some road construction going on, some roads that needed to be, some projects that needed to be completed. So he worked yesterday because they were finishing something. And so I had free time in the evening where normally, I'm getting into bed. And so I was up kind of late, And then I just happened to know, like, oh, Chrissy went live. I was like, oh, this is going to be good because, you know, those odd times that she goes live, there's always something going on. But I was super annoyed at the fact that it took 29 minutes for her to get things moving, but nobody was trying to give her all the likes that she wanted. It was moving really, really, really slow. Hey, Charisse. Let me see. Am I missing anyone's comments? If anyone had a question and I did not answer it or see it, just if you could bubble it up one more time, maybe just put it in all caps. If you have a question, put it in all caps. That's why I started the video. Basically, I started her portion of the latest video right at that 29-minute mark because it would have been 30 minutes of wasting your effing time. Like, seriously, just all the pleasantries of, like, you know, like if I sat here and was like, oh, hey, so-and-so, or, oh, thank you, I'm so beautiful. Like, you know, I mean, I appreciate those comments and of course they warm my heart, but I'm not gonna, like, I guess that's one of my peeves about them. They just like sit there and read all the good comments. It's weird, but whatever. They're I'm sorry. Okay, so that is so disrespectful of people's time. Yes, I mean, 29 minutes of just, can I get a likety like? Yeah. Yeah. Is it Thais? She makes me 30 minutes to get 500 likes. Yeah, I mean, and it's pretty impressive that she goes and gets the likes and she asks for, I mean, I don't have a problem with asking for what you want. I mean, who should have a problem with that? Like, you know, a closed mouth does not get fed. But I don't know. I think I just took umbrage with the arrogance of feeling like it's okay. Just because it's okay to ask doesn't mean you should. Like, I could say, hey guys, hey, could everybody here send $10 to my Cash App? You know, I mean, if it was, hey guys, I really want to deliver you this really dynamic content. I don't know. I can't even formulate an idea in my mind where I would ask you guys to send me money because of something I want to do. If someone said, hey, we want you to do this and I'm willing to support you in doing it, and I'm ready to put my money where my mouth is, and I'm going to send you X number of dollars if you can do this, you know, I want to see this content. I mean, hey, that's cool, you know, that somebody wants to invest in my channel. Would someone say it, you know, is that not the same thing? Like maybe saying it one way versus another way. But I think it's different from saying, I have a need. And these, you look at the list and it looks like wants, but now knowing that she's going to Texas, maybe they are needs because maybe she lost all of her stuff. I don't know. And, you know, I'm a very kind person. If she lost all of her stuff, I'm sorry about that because I could only imagine losing my house full of treasures. You know what I mean? Whether it's a bunch of trash to anyone else, if I lost letters or a special sweater, or what if she didn't have on her wedding band? If I lost a house full of my keepsakes and treasures, I would be pretty distraught. So I don't know if that's the case or not, but if she lost all of her stuff, you know, that's awful. And I feel bad for the kids. Now, I mean, I felt bad for the kids anyway, and not in a way to shame her. I just felt bad for the children. But if she lost all of her things, like someone saying photos and things like that, yeah, that's awful. That's awful. So Cheryl's asking me, how does a strike actually affect your channel? I'm not being, so yeah, no, I mean, it's a good question. A lot of people don't know. We hear about it, but we don't know. So it stays on my channel for 90 days. I had to go to strike school. So I had to watch the videos, answer the questions. So I guess it's a way of them making sure that I understand what's happened. So they kind of ask you like SAT-like questions as it relates to strikes. And because I've read a lot of the verbiage on it, because what maybe some of you don't know, on my Francoise Vlogs channel, I had some people, you know, before Christmas, I had people, they were doxing me. They're making a whole bunch of like crap videos on me, criticizing me, basically reaction videoing me, but not in the style that I am just talking about a video. I mean, these people were just kind of like, oh, and she's got a pimple on her nose and she's got plaque on her teeth. And why is he with her? He's too good looking for her, like stupid shit. You know what I mean? So I got an opportunity to get really familiar with copyright because, at a certain point I was looking into like what my rights were. I'm like, how, it's not even like you're discussing my video. You're just out and out insulting me. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, I don't get on there and talk about Chrissy and her, her looks and her wigs and her weight, or Olivia's, or she's funky, or she looks like she smells like fit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't say any of those things. I'm talking about the video. You know what I mean? Hey, Lauren. So, so that being said, I already knew how to answer those questions. So I went through, but yeah, how does it affect my channel? It stays on my channel for 90 days. If you get 3 channels, your channel can be taken, 3 strikes, your channel can be taken away. That's how they affect. TMR, I don't think she lost it. I believe this was an opportunity to capitalize on this. She probably should have already but never bought it. Never bought what? I don't think she lost it. I believe this was an opportunity for her to capitalize on this. Oh, okay. Oh, you're saying, Tasha, I'm assuming you're talking about maybe she never lost the original apartment now. I mean, I don't know. We're just all speculating at this point. Who knows what really happened? So will you be demonetized for 3 months? No, because this channel isn't even monetized yet. It's getting there. So what would happen is, I think it just depends on if the strike is taken off. So if the strike is taken off, I go back to business as usual. If they find the strike worthy, then it stays for 90 days and that's it. It stays for 90 days. And I have a strike on my record. I think it stays for 90 days and I guess that's it. I felt like initially a first strike was supposed to be a warning, but I don't know. I feel like I'm not worried about it because I don't think I did anything wrong. Just to be honest, I followed the guidelines and I would like for someone to tell me what I on YouTube. So you basically like check off, like, people can use your video. People can make photos from your video. People can critique. I mean, you are acknowledging that these things can happen. So with your video. So if I'm acknowledging that these things can happen and I'm supposed to be a good sport about it when it happens to me, why can't other people? You know what I'm saying? Like, not saying I've done anything because anything happened to me. I'm just not doing anything different from what reaction videos are. So, insult, harassing, and all that other stuff. I mean, that's a whole nother thing. I'm not copping to that. What I do is discuss the video, and you guys know this. If you guys watch me, you know that I am discussing the happenings of the video, maybe a little bit of my opinion, things like that. So whatever. She would just buy blow up beds. Okay, so you guys are talking about, yeah. I mean, there was gift cards on there. I will continue to pray for her children. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they'll be fine. I mean, hey, I think motherhood is all kind of a walk to every day, take it up a notch. I don't think any mother doesn't have like, one modicum of, gosh, could I have done that a little bit better? Or, I want to, that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Or what I'm trying to say. I think she, loves her kids and, who, if she buys blow up beds, I mean, look, I got dragged for Farrah sleeping on a blow up bed like the last week that we were in our old house. I mean, people tried to make me out to be somebody who had my daughter sleeping on a freaking blow up mattress. And And you know what? If I did, that's my business. And there's plenty of people out here like tonight who've got kids sleeping on blow up mattresses because that's all they have to afford. I knew some kids growing up that they slept on the straight up floor. They were, their parents just didn't have. And it, it is what it is, Now can people do better? Of course, but we're packing up our house and I had my daughter on like a double deluxe, $75 blow up mattress from Walmart. I'm like, that thing was so comfortable. And, but whatever, it was a lot. I'm not going to even spend any more time explaining it, but yeah. So, I don't know what she's going to do with those beds though. I mean, I'm assuming the kids will get the beds, but I don't know. Sometimes in the back of my mind, and I'm not putting this all on one person or Chrissy specifically at all. But sometimes I think like some of these registries are just ways for people to get stuff and then take it back and just get a gift card and sell it and get cash. I mean, I don't know what people do with this stuff. So, I mean, I'm not going back and doing like an inspection and say, hey, where's the blender that Cheryl Waz sent you, or Sharice Morgan sent you 5 sets of sheets? Where are they? Like no one's doing a Price Waterhouse, audit at anyone's house to see where all this stuff is. But I've heard stories that I don't know if it was, I'm just going to say a name. I heard like Kiara at one point, maybe she had a registry or something. And people were saying that she was ordering stuff for like her mother and her sister and that like stuff got returned and things like that. I don't know. That may or may not be true. But I think that there's people out here who are getting stuff in registries and probably just return stuff to get the gift cards and flip them for cash. I mean, I don't know that anyone's above doing that on some of these channels. I'll put it like that. So I agree with you, Sharice. Kids do need a place to thrive. I'm not buying that. Oh, okay. Cheryl says she is not buying a toothpick. Okay. I think I'm too prideful because I could never. Yeah. I mean, look, I think it's really nice if you have an audience that really cares about you and they want to do something for you. I think it's really nice. And she claims, and I've heard other people claim that people have asked them. Okay. Yeah. Good. But when people ask you, if so many people asked you, why are you doing, like, all I could think about for all of you people, if you remember, and maybe people still do it today. Do you guys remember like all the televangelists back in the 90s, like Jimmy Swaggart and the Bakers and, back when it was really popular, and they would just be on for hours and just like, you would see it was almost like a telethon. The money would just be like, that's what it reminded me of. Like I was literally, I don't want to say triggered, but it was giving me like televangelist vibes, like all of the, I don't know. I thought it was very, I felt 700 Club. Yes. It felt, someone used the word distasteful. That's probably a word that I would think, it felt like that because there was a lot of, yes, cringy. It was, lots of biblical references, just pray for us. Just a lot of pulling, I've talked about this before. There's a lot of, when you can get hearts and minds and, there's a book that I've read a couple of times called The 48 Laws of Power. And it talks about when, you know, to kind of master manipulate, when you are able to kind of take people to extremes of anger and love, uh, you know, you've got people who really are bought into you, you know, who've bought in, like they're so pissed, but then, you know, they're coming to every video. And I don't know, I think it's just a very interesting dynamic. And that's what kind of captivates me on talking about some of these channels. It's just interesting. You know, because a lot of us, you know, you put that notification bell on and you see someone's going live and you're like, oh, let me go see what they have to say. I'm not there with many channels. I'm not there with any channels. I will admit that there was a channel that I follow still. I haven't really been checking in with her videos lately because I've been busy like with other channels and making you know, doing this. That I've super chatted before. I did super chat. Oh, and I've super chatted a friend. So I super chatted Tasha once. I know I super chatted True once, and I super chatted a van lifer once because I did get kind of caught up in the story. So I can speak from experience on that, but did I send them like $50 or $100? No. Now, having been the recipient of somebody who has super chatted me money, it was nice. I appreciated it. It was very nice. So I certainly appreciate it because, you know, I do spend money on my equipment. I mean, I think you guys know I really enjoy YouTube. I enjoy what I'm doing. And I've spent money on equipment and microphones and want to have, you know, be able to turn out quality. And it's just an interest. It's a, you know, it's a hobby of mine that I enjoy. And when I make money from YouTube or I've gotten like a super chat, I mean, in my head, I'm putting that money towards reinvesting it in what I'm doing. But I don't know. Asking people to buy me toothbrushes is not something that you'll ever see me do. I can pretty much guarantee that. So super chat, Tasha, keep me honest. I feel like it's like 40 or 50%. Like if you sent me, I'm just gonna throw out a number, $100, I think maybe I'll get 55 or 60. So I know that's why a lot of people say, hey, PayPal me or Cash App me, because then I'll get the whole thing. Like if you want me to get $100, then I'll get $100 if you Cash App it or PayPal it. Super chat, you split it with the house, you know. So yeah. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Kelly girls. You're so sweet. Yes, that's true. It's true. Yes. You know, the house always wins, and YouTube has figured out another moneymaker. And, you know, I think people like to give super chats. Like I said, they want to help support their channels and that they enjoy thing. So I don't think there's anything wrong with telling people or just educating, like, hey, if you really want me to get this, then you might want to do that because the house is going to take some money. So Jamie super chatted. Yes. And yeah, it got split. Yes, that's true. Didi, what are you laughing at? Because I said you guys wouldn't be buying me toothbrushes no time soon. Let me tell you, I put a registry together. It's going to have some stuff on there. And you know, the funny thing is when I got married, because I try to put myself in other people's shoes. You know, I do. And when I got married, we had a very like I did do Crate and Barrel. I did Walmart, or was it Target? We didn't get anything from Target. And I did something called a honey fund, which basically was cash. It was like you could buy experiences like, okay, we're going here. And if you want to pay for like a scuba excursion, it's $60. Or if you want to pay for a dinner in the restaurant at the hotel, it's that much, you know what I mean? So people kind of felt like, oh, I bought them dinner on their first night on their honeymoon kind of thing. Oh, Tasha, you leaving? Bye, Tasha. Friend, I have to go edit my video. Okay. All right, I'll call you when I'm done. So, but yeah, I just did a honey fund and we did crate and barrel because honestly, I'd lived in a house for so long. I had so much stuff and I don't know, I just didn't need anything. And when we moved here, we haven't even had a housewarming party. And honestly, when we have a housewarming party for this house, we've been here for 6 months. Honestly, I think I might do one of those like bring a bottle of wine to drink and bring a bottle of wine for the host. You know what I mean? Like just bring 2 bottles of wine or 2 bottles of whatever. You want to bring Prosecco or champagne or Crown, whatever you want to bring, just bring 2 bottles, right? So we can build up a bar and I don't have to pay for it. So, you know what I mean? Like I don't need another blender. I don't need another knife set. I don't need any plates. I'm gonna tell you this. I got a set of silverware for our wedding, and I have not even unwrapped it. And it's a really nice, beautiful set of real, legit wedding quality silverware. And I don't know if you guys notice when I'm cooking, 9 times out of 10, I've got like some plasticware because I hate doing dishes and I try to make stuff easy. You guys know what my commute is like. It's crazy. So anything to save time. But yeah. So I barely have, I'm not like a registry type person. I'm just the type of person, if I want something, I go buy it, right? You know, I have a hard time even like telling my husband what I want in a gift. You know, if he'll ask me, you know, like what I want, I'll tell him. But sometimes by the time it's like my birthday, like a month ahead, I'm already buying stuff that I want. So it already, yeah, Cheryl, see, I'm already like lining it up and buying stuff. So then last birthday, he did buy me something, but he also gave me some money. Those are my, I don't know, these are like my raw, semi unfiltered thoughts on everything. I mean, pretty much you guys got the complete reel from me on this. I mean, I don't really hold back on how I feel about stuff. Especially, you know, I mean, I worked hard on my video, but it's okay. You know what I mean? It look, fair's fair. And you know, some of these YouTubers, especially the big ones, really can like think of YouTube as almost like a game, almost like chess, because you try to knock out your competition. And not saying that I am any of her competition, but when you have someone who is at a certain level and you've got people, you know, nipping at your heels, it's distraction. It's distraction. And I think that there's been several people causing a lot of distraction, calling all of the 3 moms out on their shit, and they don't like it. You know what I mean? Like people are saying, oh, you do this. Oh, I mean, they go live so much and have strayed away from the mommy content of clean with me's, cook with me, get ready with me, all the kind of staple YouTube items that they're just sitting kind of talking like I'm talking to you guys right now. They're not in a controlled environment. And you see the ins and outs of what's going on in their household. And they've opened up a door to people being super hypercritical of what they've got going on and they don't like it. But it's like you opened up the door and then you talk about it and then you tell us like all your trash. Hey y'all, I've been watching for a while tonight and it's so refreshing to watch intelligent, rational YouTubers say, "Aw, thank you. Thank you, Journal Girl. I appreciate that." Oh my God. Well, I lived in Houston, Anna. And Houston, I think Houston's pretty awesome. I have a sister, one of my sisters lives in Austin. I mean, in Houston, and one of my good girlfriends lives in Austin. Yeah, you know, it's all, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a big girl. I knew what I was doing. You know what I mean? Like, you cross over the street to reaction video alley. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I got on the street to do the reaction videos, then, you know, I kind of knew what I was buying into. I mean, certainly, yeah, I mean, I certainly don't want another strike, you know, but it's like I said in my email to her, you know, you want people to respect your hustle, you got to respect my hustle. And at the end of the day, you might not think you need to respect the hustle, but at the end of the day, let me tell you something. We're just like, I wouldn't say we're like paparazzi, but let's just say for argument's sake, you could say we are like the paparazzi and these girls are, these women, excuse me, are, I don't know, whoever is on the streets in LA, TMZ, you know, running after, you know, I mean, what Kanye would go after people, rip people's cameras out their hand, you know. Finally, I think once he got with Kim, he realized, like, you know what, and maybe one lawsuit too many, like, hey, I better stop doing this, you know. Plus I'm grown, I don't want to go to jail. You know, at a certain point someone's gonna file charges on me. So he just chilled. And they respect each other's hustle. They know that when they get out of a car, people want to take their picture because they're, his wife and he are going to be on the cover of a magazine, and that's not a bad thing. Now, if you want to be on the cover of a magazine beating up another paparazzi, well then so be it. But do you want to be on the cover of the magazine, like, walk you you know, put out trash or, you know, your dirt? Well, then that's what the videos are going to be about, right? Like, does that make sense to everybody? I mean, yeah, Dee Dee, it is easier to lie. You know, I think the struggle for content, you know, is real. I think that I just find it such a huge coincidence that, I don't know, and maybe it's not just them. There's other people on YouTube, but my God, if I had so much drama going on in my life, I would need to be at, like, I would need to be on something. Like, if every day I never knew what was going to, like, what shoe was going to fall next, what baby mama, what this, what that, what, you know, oh, he left, or what, I mean, oh my God, it's awful. You know, can it really be real that people have so much turmoil and drama in their life? I mean, maybe, I don't know. So Randy, you're saying a lot of YouTube's copy lives, I see. Oh yeah. Okay. So you're talking about like how I screenshot the live stream. Um so yeah, I've been doing this for a while. Um and sometimes, you know, like, I mean, someone could be copying this right now. They might think like, "Oh, Francoise was really telling it like it is. She wasn't as reserved as she typically is," or whatever the case might be. Um you know, so yeah, some people will pick it apart to use it for content. Some people want to use it as receipts. You know, some people might be like, "Oh, I didn't think she was even going to say anything, so I didn't bother to even take a look at it." Specifically yesterday, I just know that when Chrissy goes live at odd hours, it's usually something she's getting ready to start bitching about. She's pissed. So I just knew, something told me, like, screenshot it. You're going to need this. Because there's, you know, we also operate in the realm with some of these people that they will tell you something didn't happen. It didn't happen. So then you'll have like 4 or 5 people like, "No, I saw it. I saw it. Yeah, that did happen." But nobody has, not so much proof or receipts, but I mean, if you're going to do reaction videos, I mean, it almost makes you feel like a reporter in a way. You know what I mean? So I feel like sometimes doing reactions really makes me feel not so much like a vlogger, because I vlog on my other channel. So any of you guys who don't know my other channel, Francoise Vlogs, I have another channel where I vlog. It's not, it's you know, mom life type vlogs. but really more so like mom lifestyle. So I do clothing hauls, you know, all that kind of stuff. You can go over there, and in this channel you'll see it linked. So I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time talking about it. But any of you guys who are not over there, you know, check me out on my other channel. But yeah, it makes me feel more like a blogger. It makes me feel like I'm telling stories, you know what I mean? And not just stories I'm making up. I'm telling you, I'm giving you guys YouTube news, you know what I mean? So, and I think it's fun. I mean, I think reaction videos are really interesting. And there are channels that I prefer. However, I mean, I watch these channels, you know, I'm watching them. I'm going to say I'm watching them for you guys, but initially I started watching them because I was watching them, you know? Yeah, and it's fun. It's like watching an episode of Real Housewives or Love After Lockup or Westworld. You know, that's one of my shows. I used to, and this was a few years ago. I probably haven't done this in about like 5-6 years, but like when The Bachelor, I can't remember when the last Bachelor or Bachelorette I stopped kind of watching, but I used to go to the Facebook live chats and just like how we're doing right now. Everyone's watching The Bachelor together and we are all talking about it and laughing, and it was fun. And that's what I kind of get out of doing this. Um, I think that when you are at a certain level, you need to act and stay at that level. I wouldn't even be talking to me if I were her. I wouldn't have cared, because I know that it brings some energy to my channel. And even in the controversy, it brings some energy. But if this is what you want to do, like whatever, you can't eliminate everybody who is not on your message. It's just not going to happen. That's what like places like Russia and all of these places that try to control messages do. That just doesn't work for very long. You know what I mean? Exactly, Anna. Yeah, it's fun when you're on the live chat and talking to other people who all enjoy the same show you do. I mean, we have a community right now because we are a certain segment of people who all have an interest in this channel, whether you like it or you love it, or even just a little bit. It's like your guilty pleasure. But you don't really ride for her 100%, but maybe you just like the drama. You know, some people like the drama, but they have a different feeling about it. But at the end of the day, we all watch these channels. You know, I'm reporting on it, you guys are watching it, you know. Like I said, you know, I mean, it's kind of like you want us to respect your hustle, you know, respect ours. Like, don't cuss out your audience, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got people there's people who, you know, even if it's one person, the one person I send to your channel that didn't know anything about you may have told two friends, and they told two friends, and that triggered the algorithm. And now you're in a whole nother sector of people finding your channel. I mean, that's just how the algorithm, that's how it works. I don't know, they're just ridiculous, but I'm not trying to convince them that I'm valuable. I mean, Chrissy said it herself. It's just today she didn't find me so valuable. So she wanted to teach me a lesson because she wanted me to know who mama is. But, you know, you know, she had to come looking for me this morning. I wasn't looking for her. No, I don't watch Blacklist. Right now, I'm watching Homeland and I'm watching Westworld. Mm. You know, yeah, some people make the same mistakes, unfortunately. You know, if you know, like how Iyanla always says, you got to do the work. You got to do you know, unfortunately, we are creatures of habit. And even if we meet someone new, they look like someone different and all of those things, until you can't keep a man, not even a deadbeat. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. And that's anyone, is that, you know, we are kind of not, don't want to say predestined, but predisposed, you know, that we're creatures of habit. And until you learn the lessons to make changes in your life and in theory level up, it's just, you're going to still keep working at it until you get it right. Right. Yeah. I mean, hey, it's juicy, right? It's juicy. So yeah, tomorrow morning, guys, I'm probably going to be going live over on my other channel. So if you guys are not, so I'm going to put it in the can anyone, I mean, I should have asked this earlier, but does anyone in here like did not know that I have a whole other channel? I actually started doing my reactions on my vlog channel. I'm putting I'm gonna put this in here too, guys. If you have not, you know what, maybe I need to put HTTPS. I don't know if that gave you a link or not. Okay, that's good. And then my channel, LV. Oh, that's so awesome, Anna. Yeah, I have a love for luxury handbags. I'm gonna do see, I don't even know if it's appropriate to talk about it right now, but I've got my spring bag collection that I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna do from a couple of luxury bags, but I'm gonna mainly do affordable. I'm gonna give do you guys I would give you guys a sneak peek if I knew you guys wanted to see, but I ordered a Coach bag, which I haven't had a Coach bag, I think, since high school. It's so nice. Coach had a 30% off sale. I don't know if you guys knew this or not, or knew that Coach has sales. I really didn't. I wasn't really checking for it, but I was looking for something nice and just something a little bit different. And I was watching this guy. Who does purse videos, and he had just ordered a Coach bag, and it was so cute, and I went over to the website. They were having a 30% off sale, and I ordered this bag, and I absolutely love it, and yes, Cheryl. So I'm gonna show you guys really quick. I'm gonna flash it to you, and but I'm gonna do a whole video on like some affordable spring bag collection. And guys, I know you're gonna think I'm crazy because you're gonna be like, why is every bag like white or tan or beige? But I guess that's just what I'm feeling this summer and this spring going into summer. So, but yeah, that's like my other channel. That's kind of what I do over there and cook. And, you know, sometimes you see my husband and my daughter, you know, things like that. Wait, I'm going to grab this. Is this not? Okay. So it's a hobo style. And it's got this strap. And it's like a front and back. And it's got like a really pretty inside. And I put all this stuff on here. Like this didn't come with it. But I got this little charm. And then that. So like if you guys are into handbags and didn't really know like this is what I do on my other channel, like come over there because you'll enjoy it. And I got these other things too, but yeah, it was like 30% off. So but then the next bag that I have, that was like it was in the $200 range. And guys, I don't want to be like inconsiderate. I know everybody is, you know, some people have lost jobs, some people are laid off, all of those things. So please understand, I'm not trying to be inconsiderate of any one person's circumstance. I work in human resources, and I completely, you know, I'm very aware of what's going on right now. So guys, don't take this as me being like inconsiderate of other people. But I think it's kind into being quarantined, and I know, you know, hey, spring is coming, Easter's coming, you know, some of us are going to buy a few pieces to freshen up our wardrobes. And that's this kind of stuff I talk about on my other channel. So if you guys are into that, check me out tomorrow. And if you haven't subscribed, check me out over there because I'd love to have you. And, you know, like I said, I kind of went through a really bad time over the holidays. And, you know, even though my subscribership isn't down, I'm just not getting the views over there that I was. I mean, they're okay, but, you know, I need to get my things going over there again. So, but I am posting on a regular basis. It's just, you know, I don't know. You guys probably can tell better than me. But let me see. You and these it's tote straps. Yes. Who is that? And you know, oh, and okay. So it's got another strap. Oh, you know, I think I took it off. Oh, this is the other strap that goes with it. But yeah. Yeah, you guys are going to be like, oh my God, this is all the same bag. I probably shouldn't even, you guys are going to be making fun of me. But yeah, you'll see. But yeah, I've got some other stuff I'm going to be doing tomorrow. But yeah, guys. But yeah, that's it. So I don't know if you guys, want to talk about anything else, but those are my channels. I think you guys are awesome. Thank you, Randa, for the purse. But you're rough on your purse. I think that purse is probably super durable. It's very durable. It's not kind of like a buttery leather that you're going to feel like, oh my God. I kind of, when I first felt it, I felt like, oh, I can take a sponge to this and really wipe it down if I need to. It doesn't seem like it's going to be a porous leather. I peeped Miss Farah's purse in the Sam's video. Oh, that gold little square bag. Is she not hilarious? Oh my God. There's this one bag that I gave her that she carries sometimes, like a big hobo bag. And when she carries that bag, I call her Gladys because I'm just like, she's walking around like she's like a 65-year-old woman. I'm just like, hey, Gladys. And she's like, don't call me that. But now when I call her Gladys, she just laughs. She thinks it's funny. But yeah, she is hilarious. Oh my God, she's funny. My friend was like 20 shopping carts online right now to keep her mind off. Yeah, I mean, plus, honestly, guys, if you are able, and I don't know if it's the smartest thing to do or the dumbest thing to do, but if you are able, I mean, some of these companies are having such amazing sales. You know, I mean, honestly, now that Farah I mean, I don't even know when school's going back. I mean, just to be honest, they said May 15th, but God forbid we roll right into summer. I don't know. I feel like I've already got her, not so much summer clothes because she normally goes to camp, but she's got some good starters for back to school because it stays hot here well into October. But yeah, I already bought her I usually buy her new denim jackets every year. So I got her some new denim jackets. They were on sale at H&M, a bunch of leggings, t-shirts. So it's pretty much like a collective of like Target, Walmart, H&M. And I did the Nordstrom Walmart piece already that's already posted on my channel. And my last Zara haul is some of this stuff that I'm going to put together, but I'm going to do like a haul of everything and I'm going to try stuff on. So you'll see. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. Yeah, it's been a minute since I've gone live, I don't know. I can't say there's a specific reason why I hadn't been going live. I mean, you guys are always good to me. Of course there's going to be trolls and things like that, but I don't even know if we even had any trolls tonight. It's been a very nice group. And, I can, if someone wants to come through and ask a tough question, so be it. Who cares? And if you get really rude, I mean, you already know what's going to happen. We're not going to answer. So nobody cares. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like doing YouTube now, and having some more YouTube time under my belt, it makes you give like, 0 F's about certain things. So it's like, whatever. Yes, stop watching the news. Just stop. I watched it, made me very depressed, and I felt like it almost gave me like nightmares and stuff. So I wouldn't watch it. Yeah, now's the time, a good time to buy denim jackets at H&M. Yeah, you know what? I don't know if you guys do this or not, but yeah, you do your shopping carts, go shop, 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 on the sites that you like, close out, go to bed, make sure you've got a sign on with them. And then usually the next morning, the next day, even a couple days, they might say, "Hey, did you forget something? Hey, you forgot something. Your cart's calling." And then in the meanwhile, they may have like a 20% off or 30% off. So, if there's a sale, yeah, take the sale. But if you're not pressed to buy it at that moment, um, let it ride. Now you could lose something. So if you're not prepared to lose it, buy it. But like I said, everyone just has to be really careful with the money right now, because God only knows how these jobs are going to roll right now. I'm lucky I'm able to work remote, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm trying to curb my spending because, I want to be responsible, and I don't want to, if something were to happen, not have been responsible and, you know, leave the burden like on my husband's shoulders, because, I don't, I want to be a good wife. So, I've been trying to, luckily I spent the money already. So I'm trying to not buy anymore. Yes. The $1,200 checks. Yes. Let's go. I have diabetes and asthma. Yes. Hey, Kate. So yeah, I've got diabetes too. Are you type 1 or type 2? Mm. Well, I would say, because more of your compromised lung situation, yeah, I would be very careful. And if you feel like any kind of, I'm sure your doctor's already told you this, stay on top of your allergy medication. If you're taking anything for allergies, and keeping your bronchial passages and your lungs clear, because you don't want to like end up with, bronchitis. I mean, all these people are ending up in the hospital with pneumonia. Yeah, just try and keep your air clean. If you have a dehumidifier, or even like a mist, like a soft mist, but maybe um yeah, maybe I'm type 2, so mine's very well controlled right now, but yeah, type 1 is rough. I'm sorry to hear that. But you're good, Are you well controlled, or are you I mean, does it give you problems? 24/7. Okay, cool. Yes, I've been taking my vitamins. I definitely recommend, guys. I mean, I don't know how many of you guys are in your 30s or over 40, maybe even, in your 50s. Um, it's just so important for us to take our vitamins and eat greens and eat our have a variety of colors throughout the day. Eat something green, eat something orange, eat something red, eat something have something citrusy. So yeah, just getting in just a little bit of everything every day. So uh, so gosh. Yeah. Well, 200s isn't, I mean, I know it could be better. But for type 1, is that pretty normal though? I mean, well, okay, I know it's a battle, because even, when I wake up in the morning and I test my blood sugar and it's high, and high for me, if it's as long as it's under 150. But I mean, gosh, sometimes I wake up, it's like 86, 92. I mean, for the most part, it's under 100. I'm pretty well controlled right now, but let's just say, right now I'm in the house, I'm baking banana bread and crap like that. And I really can't eat a whole lot of it. I can, take a nice bite or two. But for those of you who don't know, I had gastric sleeve surgery. So I'm limited in my capacity of my stomach. So no matter what I make, I mean, after about 2 or 3 bites, I'm pretty much done. So I can't get in much. I'm pretty much getting in a taste. My doctor still wants under 100. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I don't want to ask you a whole bunch of personal questions, but I'm sure you're taking your insulin throughout the day, and I know it's a lot. It's a lot. Guys, if you don't know someone who is on diabetes management, I mean, gosh, it's so aggravating. It's so aggravating. So, but yeah, Kay, thank you for sharing that. That's very sweet. And, I wish you really the best as you're, managing your diabetes. And yeah, just, keep up on your allergy medications and keep your lungs clear. I'm sure you should be fine. Mm-hmm. You're right, Dee Dee. But yeah, guys, I'm going to go ahead and go. It was been so nice talking to you guys tonight. Look, I dropped I win the award for like the person who most drops their headphones. But yeah, it's been so nice talking to you guys. I've only been going out and absolutely necessary. Yes. Yeah, you don't want to. Yeah, it was so nice. This was like such a great chat. Thank you guys so much for coming through. I may go live tomorrow on my other channel. So we'll see. I'm gonna see how the morning kind of goes. I need to clean up my kitchen. So, but I might take some time, come back and talk, because I would like to talk to everyone about like what they're doing for COVID. I also need to film something. I mentioned, any of you who are watching on the other side, that I was going to do like a pantry kind of tour of what I've got in my pantry and kind of what my provisions kind of look like. So of course, not to brag or anything. It's just more so this is what I'm doing. This is what we're doing over here. These are the kind of meals that I'm planning. I don't know if that's interesting to anyone. But if it is, meet me over there tomorrow morning and we'll talk about it. But yeah, I'm going to do a video, but I will show you some stuff in the morning, like if you guys wanted to see. And, I might be making pancakes. So if you guys like to, you know, see fluffy pancake videos, I might be doing that tomorrow morning too. I don't know. We'll see how I wake up. But okay, guys, have a good night. Thank you so much for chilling with me for a while. I really, really, really appreciate it. So, and hearing me out. I will talk to you later. Bye. Have a good night. Let's see.